Retirement is not defined by a specific age, but rather an exact financial figure. Early retirement is becoming more and more popular among a younger generation of professionals. As part of the FIRE campaign, they are on a quest to establish a new path towards retirement. People in their 30s and 40s think they can retire at some point in the future. Is it even possible to retire at 45? How about 35? If you want to find out if this movement is good for you, let us examine it in more detail. Greetings, folks! Financial and Investment Wisdom is back with more financial advice. In today's episode, we will cover a movement called FIRE, or Financial Independence Retire Early. But before we go any further, make sure you click the like and subscribe buttons on our channel. To start, let's get to know what the FIRE movement is all about. FIRE comprises individuals who have committed themselves to a strategy of intensive savings and investing in enabling them to retire considerably earlier than typical finances and retirement plans could allow. A significant concept of Vicki Robin and Joe Dominguez's 1992 incredible book, Your Money or Your Life, was adopted by FIRE, which came to represent one of the book's main principles. Individuals should analyze every expenditure concerning the number of working times what it would take them to pay for it. The FIRE retirement movement challenges the standard retirement age of 65, and the industry has sprung up to encourage people to prepare for it. FIRE advocates believe that by saving a large percentage of their income, they will be able to retire decades before the traditional retirement age of 65 and live off of the tiny sums they have saved. According to Vox, the FIRE method has been increasingly popular among younger generations who have embraced the concept. Advocates of the intensive saving lifestyle tend to stay in the workforce for several years, saving as much as 70% of their annual salary. Their retirement plans may include leaving their day jobs or retiring entirely once their savings account balance reaches approximately 30 times their yearly costs, or nearly $1 million. Those who follow the FIRE approach make minor withdrawals from their assets to support their household expenses after retiring at a young age, often between 3% and 4% of their total savings balance per year. Depending on the extent of their assets and the lifestyle they seek, this will necessitate extraordinary vigilance in monitoring costs and commitment to the upkeep and redistribution of their investments. The question is, how do they do it? To save that much money for investment, people who are on FIRE are constantly searching for new ways to accomplish two things: reduce their spending while also finding ways to increase their income. The main concept is that the greater your earnings and the fewer your costs, the more quickly you can achieve financial independence. In the eyes of individuals involved in the FIRE movement, financial freedom does not simply imply spending all of one's time on a relaxing vacation or golfing. In other words, it means reaching a stage where you are no longer required to perform a full-time job. You may be able to reduce your hours to a part-time position or even quit your job entirely. Consider what it would be like to be able to make such a decision on your own. Indeed, for some, it is a pipe dream. Who is FIRE designed for? The majority of people believe that FIRE is only for people who can earn a big salary, typically in the six figures or more. This is most likely the case if your retirement objective is in your late 30s or early 40s. But there is much to be learned from the ideas of the campaign that can assist individuals in planning for their retirement and even attain an early retirement, albeit not quite as soon as their 40s. And keep in mind that the first half of the acronym FIRE stands for financial independence, which, if attained, can allow you to work at something you enjoy rather than something you must do to support yourself. Author Robin states in his book that FIRE is not only about retiring early, but also about learning how to spend less while living more comfortable and welcoming lifestyles. There you are, my dear friends. I hope you are learning something new from this video. Before we go any further, please like and share this video. Although FIRE is a great approach, this one is not for everyone. The first significant impediment to joining the FIRE movement is having a substantial amount of money. No matter how much you cut back on your spending, you will need a considerable income, probably in the six-figure range, to be able to raise funds to be able to retire before your 40s. However, you should not let this hinder you from accumulating wealth because everyone can achieve it. In a study of riches, 1/3 of millionaires never had a family income above a six-figure amount in a single year. Also discovered was that the average millionaire put in an average of 28 years of hard work, savings, and investment before reaching the $1 million milestone. No matter what kind of job or salary you have right now, do not fall for the illusion that you must have a high-paying job for you to accumulate the riches necessary to live a worry-free life in your retirement. Anyone can become a millionaire. All it takes is a little effort and perseverance. If you despise your job, you might feel attracted to the FIRE movement. It is no surprise that an increasing percentage of young people are fantasizing about quitting their jobs permanently. However, there is a more serious problem lurking underneath the surface, and FIRE will not be able to address it. It is not necessary to use FIRE if you despise your job. Instead, you might consider changing your profession or try finding what you are passionate about. If your only goal is to retire comfortably to avoid reporting to work on Monday, you will be highly disappointed. The FIRE movement is focused on educating and encouraging people to plan and save up for their future retirement effectively. And it is not just about leaving work. Also, keep in mind that you do not have enough time in this world to waste ages or even a single year at a job you despise. If you want to join the movement, here are a few tips you might use. You must get out of debt as soon as possible, and you must complete your emergency fund. Millions of younger workers are unable to save for their retirement because of their debt burden. That is why you must maintain your focus. Take out those personal loans and go after your debt with everything you have got in your possession. It is time to begin saving for emergencies after you have paid off your debts and before you start investing for retirement. You will also need to figure out how to reduce your expenses as low as possible. Those that follow FIRE dedicate some of their time to investigating where their money is being spent. They clearly define their wants and needs, eliminating any expenditures that do not make financial sense for them. They establish a financial plan and adhere to it. Saving a few bucks here and there might build up to a significant amount of money over time, and it is precisely what will enable you to make substantial progress in achieving your objectives. Additionally, attempt to find strategies to increase your income. In the end, there is nothing you can do about it. If you wish to retire early, you must be resourceful in searching for additional sources of income. Perhaps you are on a career path that will eventually lead to that six-figure income. Alternatively, you can have a side hustle that you are building into a small business during the evenings and weekends. Whatever your definition of early retirement is, more income will play a significant part in enabling you to step away from the workplace and live a more relaxed lifestyle. Lastly, make the practice of saving and investing a priority. If you wish to retire early, you must put money aside and make investments. There are no ifs, ands, or buts when it comes to this. That is why members of the FIRE movement are known for committing large amounts of their salary to their retirement accounts. Perhaps saving 50% seems like an impossibly large amount of money at this time, and that is perfectly fine. All of us, however, must begin somewhere. After you have paid off all your debt and started saving 3 to 6 months worth of income in fully loaded emergency savings, you may choose to start putting 15% of your income into retirement. The objective is to establish a regular saving and investment routine that is followed every single month. What about you? Do you believe the FIRE method could work for you? Let us know what you think about today's video in the comments below. Check out our YouTube channel for more helpful financial advice, and do not forget to like and share the video if you enjoyed it. This is Financial and Investment Wisdom, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching!